Alright. Vision acquired.
Vision acquired. Look at the special cube packs that they made for this cube spotlight.
It's got a box. There's a cube. There's a Pokeball.
Yeah, there's a square Pokeball on here,
Uh,
and then a cube slime is in chat.
thank you for the sub, Nick Themeron, the tripler. I appreciate it. Yeah, we gotta. I'm here. Gnome's here. We're here to do some Cons Cube. It's only here for a week,
Yeah, I don't know why, but
so
nah.
yeah. And then there's going to be like every week. There's going to be a new cube. Oh, thank you for the sub, Medibot. I appreciate it. Please enjoy Cube Slime. Cube Slime for Cube time.
Cube slime for cube time. I had kind of joked about Jund, and I don't think I could ever convince Jins to play Secret Plans no matter what.
Okay, it depends on if I started with like Sagu Mauler and like Megamorph E-Witness or something like that, you know, like some morphs that are like, yo, I'm playing Death Mist Raptor in my deck, you know?
Thelanite Hermit, maybe.
So, quick update. Thank you, Strange MD, for the sub. I guess it's been a couple days since I've been up. And Mutifin, thank you as well. Thank you all very much. For those unfamiliar, Cons Cube, it says Cons Expanded. You might think, Jens, are you just going to play some Cons? It's like, well, this is Cons with cards from other sets. And not just like Fate Reforged or Dragons. It's like cards from all over Magic.
And it is a curated experience where only sometimes there are duplicate cards.
Maybe that bug's fixed. Who knows? Who can?
I'm willing to say not. Like this cube hasn't lived through it. This cube's not going to live through a update, so they probably haven't pushed whatever fix there was.
Yeah, but the idea though is that like the added cards are there to support the ideas of the 5 clans. You know, Jeskai, the extra Jeskai cards work in the Jeskai plan, the extra, etc., etc.
And you're not just going to be able to pick a Fate Reforged rare and win.
Right.
They said that they didn't want that.
You might be able to pick some other rares and win. We'll see. All right.
I don't have vision on.
Let me give you different vision because right, I gave you.
Yeah, I'm looking at the thing.
There you go.
Gotta wait for the queue.
Yep. And this one I remember took quite some time. The first one of these I did, we were here for about 4 minutes.
I don't mind. Waiting just makes it better, you know?
So yeah.
Anticipation.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about going the whole time, but then it would not be very interesting viewing for those at home to watch in complete silence.
I was sitting here
thinking,
me
say half a word.
Like I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, I'm making a face, and I'm like kind of moving my head, but it isn't like
nobody could know that,
right? Because I'm the final streamer on the internet who doesn't use a cam.
Yeah. I've thought about it before, but I would have to jump through some hoops to make that even work. I don't know if it's worth the pain to reveal my deadly secrets.
You have to put on your show. You're like ceremonial head. Yeah, that's a lot of work. I realize.
Then there's although, speaking of shamanic activities, such as my ceremonial head, I do plan on making another totem.
Oh, right, all right.
I'm gonna bring one to Shrekfest 2020.
Excellent.
Which you should go to.
I'm
getting a crowd to go.
I'm already there. It's simple enough.
For you, it's easy. You just like go down to Madison.
Yeah, let me get on 94 or 90 or whatever, and
Like I have to I either have to fly a plane personally, or put my car on a boat, which might be a novel enough experience to do.
I've always I've always kind of wanted to do the car on a boat thing once. The problem is that generally, if you do that, you have to do it twice, and that is...
Yeah, because I would. It's either. Well, I wouldn't have to put my car on a boat, but driving through the UP is a lot.
Whimsicaren, that stream from last week was incredibly enjoyable from the last Friday, the Robo Rosewater Cube.
Yeah, just because. Speaking of Robo Rosewater Cube,
All
our
right.
rare is Willbender.
Willbender, that's Urban Evolution below the Death Grasp. Yeah.
Death Grasp is okay.
So I see a couple temples. Yasova Dragon Claw is pretty big.
Yasova's pretty good. Is that dragon any good?
The dragon lets you, if something is targeting it, you can pay blue to shift it to somewhere else. Other than that, it is literally the definition of dragon.
Yeah, it's got more 5. There's some
Yeah.
lands here. Become Immense is also an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Sova Dragon Claw is probably the most compelling card out of here.
Arc Lightning.
Yeah, Arc Lightning would maybe be the other pick. I feel like Death Grasp would maybe become a instant if it was printed now.
I usually get more than that for that. I think Dragon Claw is it leaves us open to a couple different directions, and it's a powerful enough card.
We're not yet trapped in Temur like everyone else is. Maybe we are.
Yeah, maybe we are. Who knows?
There's Skargan Hellkite there, which is a beating.
Oh, I see Jilt.
Oh yeah, Jilt.
Jilt. Oh, if you want to be trapped in Temur.
Yeah, it's a classic. It's a classic old crap. What's that place? What's that site? What's that set?
Invasion Block.
Invasion Block. Yeah, the format that everyone insists is good that I don't think is good. It's fun though, which is more important.
The power of Jilt is one of the powers of Invasion Block was that there was 10,000 bounce spells in blue, but Jilt is very good at... Yeah, Jilt is one of the best as a removal spell plus bounce for either your own or...
like that better than the Hellkite? I guess Big Beef is going to be more common than Interaction.
Yeah, this is the Riot one, and it's okay. But Jilt stands out to me as something that's interesting enough to pick up here, and we'll find some more beef. Or maybe we won't, and we'll find some other direction to go. Who knows? We've got a lot of oddities here. Miraculous Recovery, which I did not recognize for a moment because, this new art plus new card frame, this shit's supposed to look old as hell. Flame Rush Rider makes a copy of an attacker as it comes in.
Wild Hunger is an interesting card.
Yeah,
Wild
Hunger is the flashback trampoline spell.
Yeah, that art is from a dual deck from Theros block.
Of course, I understand. I don't see a lot I like in here, to be honest with you.
Embodiment's not terrible. Flame Rush Rider can be exciting. Could pick up something.
Yeah.
Let's pick the most powerful card.
I'll grab the Wild Hunger. Whenever another warrior enters the battlefield under your team's control. Oh boy.
Yeah, Battle Bond had a weird warrior sub-theme.
Okay, part of me looks at this pack and sees a lot of Abzan open. Look at the mana base, look at the cards, right? We have a lot of Helixes open, we have a lot of...
Is Sultai Soothsayer any good, though? Because we could also... That's also, a thing we could pivot into.
Yeah, or just keep the green going. We pick up the Whisperer as a pretty good, mana creature, something to ramp into. But yeah, I am noticing that, a pivot into Abzan actually looks like a strong choice here.
Yeah. Okay. What's a good green black card here, or like those colors?
Honestly, maybe the warrior.
There might be a lot of warriors in
I'm gonna,
Abzan.
I'm gonna bet on warrior liker. All right.
Yeah, that the Graveblade was a weird card from Origins.
I like it.
There's
It's
although
dumb.
there's Temur Charm.
There's also cast out.
Cast out's probably pretty good. We also got Fixed Bear Punch.
Yeah, which also could just be the pick as removal. Heel Cutter 2, Warname Aspirant is a warrior in this color combo.
That elephant is gigantic, though. I didn't realize how big it was until I looked at it. Look at that stat line.
Yeah, 5'7".
Yeah.
Uh, there's a lot of choices here. I'm.
Go with your heart.
I agree, Graveborn Marauder. I don't
This
know
guy
why it was
sits-
Graveborn Marauder, but that was definitely the one I thought was the pick here.
Okay, let's see what we got here. We got Ruth.
All right, Ruth is always nice. With the loss of life, Harm's Way. I want to pick up some fixing and make 4 colors possible, but I don't know how that'll.
Yeah, we don't see any here. There's the Root.
Yeah, Rampaging Monument is a multicolor spell, which isn't us.
There's Rolling Timblar as well.
Yeah, my problem there is it kills a little bit too many of our things. I'm gonna go with my gut that said Abzan
Yes, the Abzan.
looks good for us, and I realize like maybe that shifts, but Rakshasha Vizier.
The Delve Liker.
There's one of my favorite tricks.
And a Feta Runecaster. I haven't seen that one in a long time.
Yeah, whenever a permanent is turned face up, either side, draw a card. Also,
yes, there's Spellweaver Eternal.
one of the better pikers I've ever seen in blue.
Yeah, which is crazy.
I know. I'm gonna pick fixing so that we can make this deck function. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try and get light form.
Ooh, the Brawler.
The Brawler, which
It's pretty okay.
yeah.
Light Form's good. The General is okay. The Brawler is maybe interesting.
Yeah, Brawler wants us to be dropping green and playing not Abzan, but rather just the white would be enough to get the Brawler to work. I like
Abzan has plenty of
Yeah.
warriors.
Let's get the dumb warrior thing going. I'm gonna pick up as many Bloodsoaked Champ, but I think the fixing damn,
Yeah.
the compliments came back too.
That's also interesting. I like Becomiments a lot, but the Temple is important.
Yeah, let's get our mana. Ooh, yes.
Yeah,
Chief, and that's the
Paid
defense.
for this.
That's the defense chief.
Yeah. Then my Cabal Executioner. Gross.
Yeah, deals damage to a player. They sack a creature. All right.
I think a Feta Exterminator would be playable here.
Oh boy, I guess we're gonna include this trick. Fuse.
Yep, Fuse. You can pay 6 to
Lifelink, Death
Super
Touch.
Touch.
Lifelink, Death Touch, indestructible.
and untap. Wall or is when may sacrifice discard 3. Is Duress or Sickle Slicer playable?
I'm just gonna pick up the wall. Ooh.
Elephant. It's Elephant. The elephant.
Elephant. Sickle Slicer is here because of Living Weapon allows creatures in a spell heavy deck.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a like a prowess liker as well as giving
Warrior.
You may pay 1 life drawing. Okay.
You might be warrior heavy enough for that.
All right,
Maybe a Tarka.
So there's like this half of the deck over here that's Assassin's Trophy.
That's
Volcano.
Blow out.
I like this pack a lot. Shit.
This pack's got a lot of stuff. It's got Master of Pearls as a bullshit card. It's got Fixing. It's got Perfect Answer. It's got Murderous Cut.
It's got
Dad.
Serac.
It's got Serac. It's got Dad. Disowned Ancestor. It's our dad.
It does.
Dead Drop, also pretty good. There's a lot of stuff in here.
Okay, I'm... Surek is a pretty strong choice. Hidden Dragon Slayer is good removal.
Hidden Dragon Slayer's pretty alright.
Murderous Cut is good removal.
I'm kind of liking that Ass Trophy. Like, if we are playing Abzan, just like having the answer to anything.
Okay, how about that? And then we get back, because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in here I want. Dragon Slayer Pearls, Overgrown Tomb, Ancestor Cut, Woe Reaper, Dead Drop, Surek. So let's get back one of those and call it a day, right? Like, we have the edge. Shit.
Yeah, we have the Chiefs. We could have all the warriors we ever wanted.
Spider spawning? Hi.
Yeah, spider spawning.
How you doing? I think I want to complete the warrior set. Monastery Mentor is cool.
It might not be us, though.
Yeah, I think we're going to be a little creature heavy for it. And, like, we'll have spells like Assassin Trophy.
Maybe we'll wield that Tombstalker.
Yeah, or honestly, Jungle Hollow or Temple would be the wheel I want out of here.
I don't expect to get one of those. Although there's like
there's some strong
elemental
stuff in here. Like, I mean, Bedlam Reveler, Surek, and Savage Knuckleblade for
I think spider spawning will wheel. Whether or not we could make that happen or not, I don't know.
Sorry, Surek is a different world, Nixemeron. We ended up in the heavy like we ended up with this like heavy warrior plan. Skull Hunter. Honestly, that Scoured Barons is kind of talking to me. Just like
Scoured Baron is rather good. I like the skull. It took me a long time to realize that I loved Mardu Skull Hunter. I really hated it when it first came out because Black didn't get good creatures then. So it had to be entered the battlefield tapped, but I do love making people discard cards. Expunge is a very nice card.
Yeah, it cycles. I kind of want to get some fixing because we do have these double colors on 2.
Yeah. So
also,
the Baron.
Look at this curve. This is gens.txt right fucking here.
I don't know if we're gonna end up playing Wall of Omens though. It doesn't seem like this kind of speed.
The Wall of Omens is a filler to make Battle Brawler feel better.
Yeah. The Falconer is a soldier, otherwise, yes, it would be quite good.
Yeah.
Booty, not a warrior.
Yeah.
Pelt Collector is a warrior.
Oh, that actually gives us a 1-drop I like. See, we don't have anything on 1, and this is a very good aggressive creature that works very well with, even with, like, Graveblade Marauder, which has a very high,
toughness.
No, sorry, it only cares about power. So we care about Chief of the Edge here.
It's not evolved.
Yeah, it's not evolved. Sorry, my mind was on experiment 1 for half of that sentence. So
the booty is easier to cast.
Wait, second Atarka? Yeah, there's a bug. Same with second Sheltering Light. Same with second Rakshasa Vizier.
And a Fedo Runecaster.
So maybe we could get more chiefs, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If our deck could be that powerful, maybe. Savage...
Dromoka is Sharpened Swipe is pretty good. Dromoka is only 5 mana.
Yeah.
What does Alinda do?
So Alinda gets bigger as creatures die and then makes vampires on death.
Yeah, not vampire warriors, though.
No, and then Cruel Sadist is the, like...
You have to spend a long time doing stuff.
I don't dislike that. We have a couple creatures it works well on. Then there's just Dromoka. And, like, we don't have a lot at the top, so I feel like Dromoka's a pretty fine pickup.
Yeah, just like to go with our Elephant, the Elephant. Also, it's just a dragon.
Yeah. Let's get one of these in here. Hardened Scales. Hey, there's our friend.
Yeah, there's Experiment 1.
Which,
I remember that card being stupid.
Sack another warrior. God, it's hard to read. That sigil's...
Target player loses X life and you gain X life, or X is okay, he's just a sack outlet.
And it's a 3/3 for 3 on... I'm honestly liking that. We don't have a ton on 3, and that gives us reach.
That gives us
What
reach.
is Bolster again? Bolster is choose a creature with the least toughness among creatures you control, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it.
It's like support, but targets the least toughness.
Hustling, and thank you for the sub. I appreciate it a lot. I might pick the Fanatic here, even though Experiment 1's cool as hell. Ooh, Castigate.
Ooh, Hootie and the Mandrills. And Winding Way.
The hell's this thing?
It's the
Yeah, I
wow.
agree with that. That's.
I love it.
I
So it's a warrior liker as well.
kind of like having more warrior likers. Our deck is pretty hefty warriors, and
Yep.
that gets us some power. I like the Hooting Mandrills.
I also like Castigate.
Yeah, Castigate is real as hell too. Flying Crane technique.
Another bullshit card. Maybe we'll get like Winding Way or something.
See the Unwritten is not us. Doomfall.
Doomfall's pretty alright.
That's a decent one. Sultai Flare is a card I always love, but it ain't us.
It's not a warrior, but it's alright.
So yeah, Doomfall is an Exile Edict or an Exile Coercion. Not
Yep.
I mean, it's Castigate for 3.
So you pick whichever one you need.
Yeah. So yeah, and this pack also has a lot of Temur we see in here. Alright, Dead Drop, Disowned Ancestor, Master of Pearls, Mardu, Woe Reaper all made it around.
Ooh.
So, what do you like here? This should be a singleton format, but there's some problems, and sometimes packs get duplicated.
It is hard to believe the Cons is 10 years old, seeing as it's 5 years old.
Yeah.
Master of Pearls is the most powerful card.
I kinda
War
want,
Weaver
like-
and Dad are like good warriors.
What if I just get some aggression going, right? Like, that is a... Oh, and now here's like a... So, one of the things we talk about with...
Token Delve.
Yeah,
card.
Token Delve card is a pretty powerful thing to have. And Tombstalker works well as Token Delve card. Also, check out that nobody's in Temur.
Wow.
So,
I kind of
nobody's in Temur. Oh, wow, they're both warriors, too. Nice.
Yeah, our green's going to be pretty light. It's looking.
You were thinking about Challenger Troll as well?
Whereas our Pine Walker, they're both fine cards, but Tombstalker's pretty good. Hey, Skull Hunter.
Time to hunt some skulls.
Sadly, Core Sanctifiers is a cleric.
Yeah, so the idea when we talk about Token Delve card is that our deck, like every deck in Cons, this was an idea we had for Cons, because every single clan like overlaps with a Delve color. Every deck should have exactly one, maybe more if you're more in, you know.
Yeah, if you have any kind of mill, you can support more than one. But just playing the game, you're going to be able to turn face up Delta 2. Okay.
Sure, whatever.
But yeah, just trading creatures, playing spells, you'll get enough to do something.
All right, so I need to read some cards here. For one, whenever a creature control attacks, ha.
Yeah, so that's like... Okay.
Is dealt damage, that many insects, wins a rebuke below the cut, foul renewal, return to creature from graveyard to hand, or toughness. Honestly, I'm kind of thinking just Prismatic Vista here. Just as,
that's what I was thinking up as well.
Perfect.
Darius Sanctifier's all right. We've tried Death Frenzy before, but it never really worked out. Although, look at the art of Death Frenzy. This is some of the more violent art we've seen in a Magic card. It's like you see the horse's flesh being ripped.
Yeah. I don't believe Crux is anywhere near the speed of this deck. This is a deck that is literally half of it is 2 or lower. I don't really want a 5-mana Wrath in a deck like that.
We would be saying destroy all dragon creatures.
Yeah, destroy all dragons, please. I don't really... Ooh.
Gigapede.
Herald of Anafenza. Haunted Dead.
Vicious Offering.
Vicious Offering is a fine removal spell. How much do I care about?
Ooh, maybe it is Herald of Anafenza, though, just because it makes warriors.
Yeah, it makes warriors, warrior, and we have a lot of warrior likers. We have the brute triggers on warriors, the champion triggers on warriors, fanatic likes warriors, spoils likes warriors, warrior. Like,
Plus, mana sinks are kind of good.
Yeah. So yeah,
we have
Vicious Offering. Haunted Dead is also like,
pretty good card.
yeah, it's a good late game card for something to just do with your hand.
Discard some lands, pick up a thing.
All right, Temple Garden.
Okay, Obsessive Skinner is a rogue.
Yeah.
Sultai Emissary is a warrior, though.
Huh. I'm thinking like either Temple Garden or even like Generous Gift, but like, again, more fixing sounds like a...
Yeah, I'm liking more fixing.
So one thing about our green is that it's pretty light. So I actually like having lands like Temple Garden that let us play it, because oddly enough, our couple powerful green cards are quite early.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up and see if we can't.
What do you do again? Whatever. Oh yeah, this makes your guys not die when they are killed.
Yeah, they don't die when they're killed, and that is pretty good. Also, this pack is strong. Caves, Nissa's Judgment, which is support 2, which is not bolster. It's similar, so it's weird that it's in here. But yeah, one-sided fight on a creature. Seeker, always good. Skirk Marauder, you know, the angel.
You never win. Yeah, if you don't block, it's Skirk Marauder. Or whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's just like caves.
Yeah, and then there's caves. But I want Ascendancy, that thing that says our team does not die when it is killed, as you say. Destroy target creature, you draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the number of counters on that creature.
That's probably okay.
I think I'm fine with
Artful Maneuver.
Yeah, Artful Maneuver is fine. I like just this is removal with no ask, right?
Destroy target creature is pretty good.
And sometimes lose some life and draw X cards.
Yeah. Deadly Recluse, also pretty good card.
And the punch.
We have Fixed Bear Punch and then Broken Bear Punch.
Mm-hmm. What do you do?
Escalate tapped and untapped creature, destroy target creature, destroy card artifact, put a 1/1 counter on each creature target player controls.
So, Reprisal, Demystify, Pump your team.
There's an Evolving Wilds if we don't see anything else.
Elite Scale Guard.
Pretty good. So there's the Ancient Standby of Silent Spectre, which is a card that I've always liked, even though it's probably a little underpowered. And then there's Moon of the Unhallowed, which is just beef. There's a lot of choices here.
Yeah. I'm gonna believe in the world where I continue to want to be able to cast all my spells on correct timing. You're a little late. You're a little late to the party.
Want to pick up a destroy target non-black creature if its toughness is equal? Want to pick up an Antuco Vigilante?
I like Nantuko Vigilante. Like, this is a main deckable card.
Yeah.
It's a good one of the best morphs in the game.
Just being able to kill stuff. Daring Skyjack.
Knight.
Sadly, a knight.
Also,
Chrome Shell Crab.
Check out that crab.
Check out this undecipherable art.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ron Spencer. I don't understand what's happening.
Blooming Sands, Bardu, the Chef.
Horde Chef and Hateblade, both decent cards.
Yeah.
So is Radiant's Judgment as well.
And I wouldn't feel bad about having Blossoming Sands either. I kind of like Horde Chef.
Yeah, the Horde Chef.
I feel like we have 3 1s. And Horde Chef, like, we have a ton of 2s, so we have 6 2s that we're willing to be playing, so
we're likely to be able to curvy that out.
Alright. On the wheel, we've got the Campaign of Vengeance, the Alpha. Broodhatch Nantuko, which is the laugh at, like, chump blocking.
Yeah, it's a Hornet Nest type card.
We don't need the Sanctifier anymore because we got Nantuko Vigilante, which is just better in every way.
Yeah, and then there's Death Frenzy. We could, I don't know. None of these are like main deck cards.
Grab the Brood.
Gigapede.
Fight. Myth Realized is the Mana Sync. Yeah. Gigapede.
All I know is Gigapede is a funny card name.
Gigapede was one of the first rares I encountered in the game of Magic. I had to get used to one of my friends' green decks played it, and I had to get used to being able to kill a 6/1 with Shroud a lot.
Yeah, you gotta kill it every turn if they keep discarding cards. What does Skinner actually do?
So Skinner is a bond beetle, or you know, like so it's a 2 mana 2/2.
Yeah.
And then if you have Delirium, you continue to get 1/1 counters. So I think I'm fine with that.
We're unlikely to develop Delirium, but it's either that or the Flyer.
I think we have better things on 5. So wow, okay.
Seeker
or This is Judgment. I think Seeker is an upgrade. Like, it's a warrior, too.
Yeah, but it's a warrior.
Yeah, Seeker's gonna do just fine.
What's our removal actually like?
Not great.
Doomfall. It's whatever.
Whatever. That's weird. And Biomancy, sure. Biomancy's kind of a weird one, seeing as that, like, both of the shards that get that card aren't really spell heavy.
No, but it's a useful spell.
Alright.
Well...
So I like that we ignored our first, like, 4 picks.
Learning to read your signals, even though it ended up that Temur seemed kind of open anyways.
Right. It felt like Temur and Abzan were open. Like, that was our...
Yeah.
So let's actually just put everything in the deck, and
maybe we can start with our like most powerful multicolored cards, which we have already done.
I'm just putting everything in the deck and seeing. So 29 cards. Animation module is... Hold on, I gotta...
That card does a lot of stuff, and most of it I don't think is
Whenever a 1/1 counter is put on a permanent you control, pay 1 for a token. Pay 3 tap. Will target proliferate.
I think the only thing that works with is Herald.
It works with... So in the deck, it works with Herald, it works with Pelt Collector...
Elite Scale Gyre.
Decorated Champion, Obsessive Skinner.
What is Abzan Ascendancy's first ability?
1/1 your team.
Yeah, okay, it works with Abzan Ascendancy.
And Dramoka and Elite Scale Guard. So it's like 7 or 8 cards it works with.
I think it's something we can think about. I don't know if it's particular. It's basically you might get a couple 1/1s out of it.
Right. Like, do I care about that in the hardened scales? Am I deep enough for the hardened scales? Like, I don't...
do we want to take... If we are, like, what's the texture of our cards? They seem kind of aggressive, right?
Yeah, I feel like aggressive 2s and 3s. Like, we're finding opponents who, like, step slowly and walking right over them.
So, do we want to take time out of our curve to, like, pay... I guess I like hardened scales more than module, because module you have to pay. It's like, that slows our curve down by...
Right, and on the other hand, the strength of the module is that it can be self-activating, right? Like,
yeah, like you can just like pay 3 and then pay 1 to make a 1. It can be a sort of immobilization if you already have a counter on something.
Right. So late game, it can be more powerful than hardened scales, but hardened scales is quicker to get things done. And maybe neither of them is right for the deck, because again, I don't feel like we have a ton of +1/+1 counters. We have some, obviously, like, but
yeah,
I feel like we cut these out. We cut that Wall of Omens we talked about.
I think we want to cut the Skinner because I think it's mostly just Bond Beetle. Like, we don't have a lot of stuff. We can get land and creature into the graveyard relatively easily. We don't have many instants.
Yeah, that looks like our worst 2 here, because like we have sorcery and instant, but like we have 2 enchantments, but there's no way they're going to the yard. We have 2 fetch lands. Oh wait,
yes,
I missed.
It's because it was in the land pile for some reason.
Yeah.
So like, is that card really good? I never played with that one before.
I think it has a lot of, like, again, this could basically be indestructible. Untap your team is a good trick. Lifelink Death Touch is a pretty good trick, and then it can be both on late.
Yeah, so it's probably worth playing.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll. Yeah, 4 cuts to make.
Yeah, okay. I like the Skinner out. So, like, we have land because we have Evolving Wilds Vista, but, like, it's going to be real hard for us to get 4. We can get 3, I think, pretty easily.
Yeah, like
Creature
sorcery,
land.
creature, land, and
Yeah.
then we have we have 2 instants, 3 instants. I guess we could Assassin's Trophy our own Abs Ascendancy
Yeah.
to get. And we would only be, we'd get a land out of it, so it wouldn't even be like, actually no, read Assassin's Trophy. I bet it can't target your own permanents.
It's opponent. Or opponent controls,
Yep.
yeah.
They are dumb like that nowadays.
So, I'm honestly thinking maybe the Fortress gets out because we have 3 better things, I think, on that.
Yeah, like that was, it was a giant piece of beef on the wheel, but we can do better.
Because, like, Tombstalker, Dromoka, and then Elite Scale Guard works in here because we actually do have a somewhat around 1/1 counter theme. So we might play Scale Guard and then tap 3 blockers, right? Like,
yeah, or if we just have like Herald in play, that can be like, yo, pay 3, tap your guy, make a 1/1 attack. Our 1/1's a 2/2 because we have warriors.
yeah, I'm thinking Artful Maneuver maybe out.
Yeah, I could see just cutting a trick. Tricks aren't as good in Cube as they are in other formats.
Yeah, like they exist, they're fine, but I'd rather have the like hyper
trick. And
That's not a conspiracy theory. That's a stated goal. Your crazy paw. Like the reason that Assassin's Trophy says opponent controls is because it makes the card simpler to cast.
yep,
And you have less of a failure state. This is something that, and this is not a new thing to Magic. It's something that has been going like this is a more obvious attempt at it, but the difference between inspiration and shit, what's the more modern equivalent of inspiration that doesn't say target?
oh, Chemist's Insight.
Yeah, Chemist's Insight without the flip. You know, or the fact that Compulsive Research said target player. You know, and like.
Abs. One way you can see is if you play with Gravedigger in 2020 core, it sticks out because it says you may return target creature in your graveyard to your hand. Whereas I think if that card was like a new card, they would just say, just make it do it. You're not going to play the card if you don't want to do it, right?
Divination isn't the one. Weave Fate, I think, is the one you're thinking. Yeah, Calcium Strength says Weave Fate, and I think that's right. Like the. All right, we do have we can sideboard into like hyper 1/1 counter likers if we need like bigger creatures.
And we have one more cut to make. Or we could just not have one more cut to make. We top out at 5. We have like cast a 8-drop that's not an 8-drop and maybe an entwined 6.
So my problem there is actually a problem of
we need enough lands to fix with.
Yeah, enough lands to fix. So I feel
what's
like
our weakest card?
Weakest card is
like Vigilante could be a sideboard card.
Maybe that's the play. Like sideboard that in when something goes bad and just play so let's have our game plan be very straightforward. We don't have a ton of we still have Assassin's Trophy if
but like
if there's a danger mode enchantment or something like that. If we run into like the cast out liker, if the cast out liker has logged on, we know where to go.
I was going to ask you to put every warrior, put every non-warrior in a pile, but you already have Elite Scale Guard, Dromoka, and Tombstalker are the non-warriors.
Yeah, that's our deck.
You
might be wondering, do we really need to include this card? And it's like, it says draw 3, and well, what if we lose a lot of life? It's like, oh, we got Secret of the Way, and we got lifelink from this, and, it's fine.
It's fine. What does Graveblade exactly do again? It's like a complicated, stupid thing for like a 1/4 death touch, right?
So it's a 1/4 death touch that if it connects, your opponent loses life equal number of creatures in your grave, which could get cut just because it's some dumb idiot. Maybe the Vigilante is better than that, honestly.
Yeah, could be.
Because So, yeah, I think so. The more I'm looking at this, the more I think that. So, Graveblade Marauder is a card that's trying to call back to much, much, much stronger cards.
And it honestly seems like more of a Sultai card if you're like casting like mulch, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, Tygom scheming or whatnot.
Mhm. I don't think that card's at the cube.
Probably not. All
Let's
right,
find
look.
out. Nope, it's not.
All right, there's our color split. Let me get the lands in here.
I'm not even going to try to recommend what kind of lands you want to add to this.
That ain't it, coach. Yeah, we want one less green and one more. So, yeah, we'll go this route. Because a lot of our lands are actually, like, heavy green fixing. Because we've got the Prismatic Vista's anything, Evolving Wilds anything, Blooming Marsh, Temple Garden, and Temple of Piety are all green fixers. And then, so it's fine if we're a little lighter on green. Yeah.
If anything, we might want like another swamp, but probably not. Like we only have 2 double blacks in the whole thing.
Right, and one of them is hefty, 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 and the other one is actually a bit more of an ask. The reason I want like white and green is because like we do have some decent or like
Yeah,
the thing like decorated champion is a goddamn
it's like a Tarmogoyf or something.
yeah, or like a champ of the parish, you know, like
Yeah, basically a champion of the parish.
so. All right, let's roll
Let's
out.
rock.
We've got the beatdown. We've got some decent tricks to go with it.
We got some toughness with like Ebsen Ascendancy.
Yeah, that's a good like card that makes it very hard for we also for people to like run us out of board. I also like that we have a decent amount of like Raiders Spoils is actually some quite good card draw for us if we're on the front foot.
And maybe we'll draw cards off Parting Thoughts.
Maybe
That's a card in our deck.
First Tiger. Yes, I would like to play first.
5 lands, huh? And a morph.
I think this is what they call a mulligan.
Yeah, it probably is.
I hate.
London Mulligan makes me feel better about. If it was, if you
Yeah.
were on the Vancouver Mulligan, I would keep this.
So one of these lands. These are unstable basics.
Yep, I don't like them as much.
So I'm mulliganing here because our deck is an aggressive deck.
Yeah, we have 1-drops. Our first play is on 3.
Sure.
Got it.
Let's
put the Vigilante to the bottom. You can't flip it.
Yeah, that's fine.
We get to like curve here though.
Okay. I think our opponent might have mulled as well.
Yeah, they got the waiting. Yep, they
all right, let's
the 1 to the 2 to the.
So we're gonna run out the 1 because it lets us draw 1 more land, which maybe changes what Vista grabs. Vista's grabbing black, by the way.
Yeah, it's almost certainly grabbing a swamp.
Unless we draw a swamp.
Okay, then I guess it's grabbing forest, but could still grab swamp. I guess we attack and then play a bear.
Yeah, I'm just.
We might even just play Doomfall next turn to coercion and like proc our seeker.
Yeah. Opponent did mulligan, so a coercion is like a real move. What if our opponent plays a Bond Beetle and we just go, okay. All right, let's.
Appears to be playing nothing. Yeah.
So let's go ahead and fetch. So Doomfall reveals their hand. Show me what you got. Off color.
Wait, a Fetto Exterminator is in here.
Huh.
I like that. Okay, they can see.
That's a concession to that because they're off color and we're taking their only.
Yeah, we're taking their only playable guy. Oh, Exterminators! I like the art on it a lot.
All
It's
right,
not the
so
best murder morph there
we
is,
have
but
we have the fixed unable to double field deep. So our
Matrix
opponent.
Stomper.
So we have a mirror of sorts.
Yeah, we got the Duplicant,
But,
Dromoka, Winding
but
Way.
taking the look here, our opponent's playing the long. We're playing the short. Right? Like,
Yeah.
so
So
let's begin the sideboard. Let's
hard to say.
yeah, not a lot that sticks out immediately. I like
If they have a lot of focused removal, Gigapede can be really good. But if not, then just run it back.
yeah, I don't think we've learned enough to fully want to make changes. We know they're the same colors as us. We know they're a bit more of a control bend.
Mm-hmm.
Is Yusova playable as a 4-2 trample warrior for 3 in some games? Yeah, sure. I just don't have it in here because green is kind of the...
Yeah, green's one of our splashier colors.
Yeah, and we already have enough things to do. Like, we can't make the activation, obviously, because it's blue-red hybrid, but... But yeah, because it has trample, it's a warrior. Like, you know, there's enough there. All right. A+ would keep every time. Look at this
Yeah,
curve.
looks good to me. Yeah, we get
Holy
go
shit.
champion into Horde Chef.
Holy shit.
Do we just want to shock now, or maybe our opponent's just playing Pelt Collector and they're... I guess we don't have to shock yet. We could just draw Forest.
They have a curve.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't... I mean, the ramp is nice for them, obviously, but...
I have a 1/1. I wouldn't be surprised if they traded. I would get to gain back one of our lives.
Yep.
Do we offer the trade? Pelt Collector could get kind of big. But we kind of also care about our guy. We'll let them decide.
Yeah, I'm just going through the thought. They're on 4 cards. Like, they're gonna play a pretty good card on their 4, clearly. They're off black at the Mo, but that might be a nothing, because, you know, they've only played green cards. So they might just play Swamp Go. Okay, or they've got a nice,
This is a Harrow guy. A Harrowman.
Okay, here's a cool thing. I can attack. Sadly, it's I attack and then play the Horde Chef, but... I attack and then play the Horde Chef, right? Or...
Yeah, I think I like that.
And that gets us a 4-4 on the board.
It's going to be a 5/5 next. No, if we draw a land, it'll be a 5/5 next turn. Or
Yeah.
no, 6/6 next turn. It's going to be a 5/5.
Yeah, it's gonna be strong, is what I'm hearing.
Here we go. This is what Raid does, though, is teaches you that sometimes your things work backwards than you thought they would.
Hey, Bernard, thank you very much for the sub. Alright, let's,
I like triggered abilities.
Yep, so now we got a 4-4, which is gonna be a 5-5. Our opponent has been fixing. They got all their lands they needed. They basically cast Harrow and passed the turn with a chump blocker, which is a good card.
If they land... Okay, no land. Silk Wrap. Okay, they're going to wrap our guy.
Is that CMC?
Yep.
Damn. That's annoying. It's a CMC
Toughness
one.
was like another...
Yeah, well, it was another card that looked exactly the same as that card.
Ooh, the Chief.
That's really good, because it lets us attack with the Warrior token.
Yeah. You'll pay for the whole, Chief, but you'll only need the edge. Wouldn't be surprised if they trade Harrowman for the token.
I would do that. But I'd also, like, be fine. So they're off, like, mana. I want to kill that Whisperer, if possible. Because, like, I feel like our advantage goes away the moment they actually get up to 5. The fact that that's Death Touch makes it an annoying defensive creature.
Thought we get to play some creatures until we draw some removal.
Yeah, or just bypass it with our friend. So yeah, let's go Pelt Collector, and then Seeker.
Suspension field, yeah. So as it's worth noting, our opponent could be the more like Dune Blast side of the, not Dune Blast. What was the
Dune, that was
Sharif called?
well, Dune Blast is the freaking huge exploder.
Yeah, then there was Sand Blast was just the removal spell. Yeah,
Yeah, but
okay.
Dune Blast was the 7 mana kill everything but one creature.
But maybe we'll be able to hold up Trick that the Indestructos.
Yeah. Trick that Indestructibles works well. Yeah, Dune Blast is the Hell Wrath that.
Battle Broly isn't afraid of the Death Toucher.
It's got first strike and 4 power. Alright, and then our opponent's playing a Hell Dude.
Brooded Hydra.
When it dies.
Make a 1/1 for each. Yeah.
Sure.
Just like some guys. Could also entwine our spell at some point.
Yeah, 1 more mana and we can entwine it. Battle Brawler is pretty good.
It evolves our Pelt Collector.
And it is a 4 power first striking blocker.
Yeah.
So the card I want to top deck is a card named, was it the Spoils?
Yeah, Raiders
Raiders,
Spoils.
yeah.
I believe it was called. Let me look. I have this list open. Yep, Raiders Spoils. 4 mana, enchantment. Creatures you control get +1/+0. Whenever a warrior deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 1 life. If you do, draw a card.
I'd love to pay 4 life and draw 4 cards here. So I'm holding up Indestructible, my team. Rampaging Monument likes multicolored spells, is a 3/3. So,
Okay.
oh, you know what I want to draw?
It's a land.
No. I want to draw Destroy Target Creature.
Oh yeah, just destroy target creature, draw 4, lose 4. Yeah. I guess we can also just attack with 6 mana up.
Let's just all out.
Yes. Behold! We are ascending in the clowns. You said there'd be clowns, and there were clowns.
They're here. Morph could be anything, is a...
Yeah, Morph could be. It's Exalted Angel, though.
Smart block. Smart block. Take 10?
Well, if we draw Tombstalker next turn, we can play it.
Yeah, that's another good point to this.
I guess we're going to be putting a second card into our graveyard.
Hello.
We're also going to gain a bunch of life.
Yeah. First strike combat. Normal combat.
They're going to
We death touched there, by the way.
Yep.
So they get a bunch of chump blockers, but we death touched there.
Yep. So is their Morph and the top of their deck better than our board?
Selenite Hermit, and then we just go, well, fuck. How many blockers do you have? So yeah, that lifelink doesn't actually double up. Oh my god, okay.
Hey, the
Green
spider.
Doomblade.
The way they tapped means it's not Exalted Angel. They
Yep.
also do have Hissing Quagmire activation, though, I think. It's 3, right?
Yeah, it's 3, and it's the Death Toucher land.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, we can...
Want to support our first striker?
Yeah, and then we can, like, make some offense. Tapping some Death Touchers. We're tapping the Morph, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, can't touch the Death Touch land, but it's going to be, if they want to block with the land, they that doesn't work unless they put like I think they have to put everything under the bus, though, right?
Morph.
Ooh, Skin Thinner.
And they're killing the Scale Guard because the Scale Guard is where the tap ability is from.
Yeah. But still, like...
The Abyss is coming your way.
Yes, a 6/4. We got a Crawworm with first strike.
So here's the Abyss. And this is the Abyss for a good long while, by the way.
Yeah. Skin Thinner's a pretty good Necrotal.
Yeah, not the...
Fair, it's not good, but it's fair, which
Yeah.
makes it appropriate. It's not stupid.
I like that both of us are on a pretty similar draw line here. We're all, both on 6 lands. We both have a decently, like, I think we have the advantage board-wise, but it's not as though, like, oh, they're out of it.
Far behind.
You know?
None of us have started drawing too many lands yet.
Our advantage is our life total, which means we just have an infinite, like...
Yeah, like, we don't... They can attack all they want.
Yeah, didn't notice the... Yeah, so this card here gives lifelink to your team on top of the indestructible untapped death. Oh, shit.
God. More Hydras.
Okay,
to fight something, right?
Or becomes a 10/11. Yeah, okay.
Okay, 10/11. Can we draw? Would you like to draw 10 cards
and lose 10 life every day of the week? Please, please.
I would like it. Where does Assassin Trophy? Ah, that gets our guy back.
That gets our guy back. That's it's not bad. I'll take my guy back. Also, I don't like this. Can't. What is this gonna do? Attack me? Like?
Yeah, it can't really. I guess it could start attacking. I don't know what we would do.
I would take 10 and start cracking back. Like.
Yeah. They have the 1/1s that they could maybe, because the Hydra has trample. So I could see that being a proposition for our opponent, but it would depend heavily on what we do.
Okay, if they can stop drawing haymakers, I'd be happy. Oh my god.
Necrovolver!
Oh my god. Trample and fake lifelink, and it is a 5/5.
Yep.
Fake lifelink, specifically. I'm gonna do this now. So that I get my creature back.
Oh-ho!
Shit. Also, flyers are pretty good here.
Flyers are pretty good here. So we play that. A lot of 1/1 counters happen.
And we get
can't really attack.
Right, like, I don't really have... Like, if I still had the scale...
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 different kickers. Welcome to the Volver cycle.
Yep, Volver. All the Volvers were like that.
Okay, well, all out doesn't make sense. Let's just wait for Assassin's Trophy / draw 10 /
anything. I remember the Jeskai Volver. It's a Rack of Volver.
Please! Stop! God,
so they're gonna... Oh god, there you steal our guy, right? Like our first striker?
Yeah, we're gonna lose our first striker. But they only get a 2/2 because they only get base. Problem is we lose our first striker. Like... Okay, here's the problem they have. Like... Now that we have Absent Ascendancy, they can't really attack.
Yeah, because you'll just, like, block and trade.
Yeah, I would block, trade, get 3 flyers, and then, like, Deadly Recluse becomes the only thing holding them. Yeah, they can't Wrath.
Yeah, I mean, they could, and we would invite them to do so.
Yeah.
Can we draw a good spell? We've been doing that, so I would like to continue doing that.
We've been drawing, like, reasonable cards, and are like on 3, 2, and 3, which is what our deck's made of. And our opponent's been drawing haymakers, which is what their deck is made of. So we're basically drawing a reasonable approximation of our decks. Sure, that's a fetch.
That removes a land from our deck.
Yeah, that gets 1 deeper.
But the life cost.
Could matter, but I really would love to draw 1 less. Paying for costs, they drew live. Oh.
Okay, they drew roughly what we did.
They drew the same thing we did, which is fetch, and they get to bolster a snake or a skin thinner.
Probably the skin thinner.
Probably the skin thinner because 3 power lets them block Mantika Vigilante or something.
Would really love to draw 10 cards and lose 10 life.
I would love to draw 10 cards and lose 10 life.
I would love it.
Please.
I would adore such a thing.
Alright, let's...
Swamp or forest?
Swamp, because we have more black activations on that thing. Alright, hold it, make it look good. We're in a stalemate. It's whoever draws a way to break this, and we have the advantage of Abzan Ascendancy and the advantage of life total.
Yes, if they all outed here, it would deal 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, or 24 damage. It gained 5 life though. Okay, remove a land from our deck.
So they're gonna draw. So they sandbagged a land, and they're gonna draw a fetch. Well, that's similar.
Very similar effect.
Yeah.
Oh, we do have a sack warriors to face. I think if we drew that card, we would just win.
Yeah, I'm grabbing swamps because it's black activation. So the scry is actually more powerful than the filter because obviously they get card on bottom. Okay, so
yeah,
no.
So it's roughly the same. Because I was probably putting a land on the bottom.
Yeah.
I don't think that does anything as yet.
I'm pretty happy to be holding it because like our opponent's life total's low, and we do have like there's a Death Toucher hanging out, right? Like,
yeah.
So this is something I'm happy to be holding. This doesn't just kill the Recluse; it has the Recluse kill anything.
Yeah. So this could be a vital part of the all-out turn, where like they stick the Recluse in front of a creature, then we Harm's Way to make the Recluse kill the Hydra.
Yeah, Harm's Way does maintain all the, yes, it'll lifelink, it'll Death Touch, it'll etc. So that means they drew the morph that is a Harm's Way.
It's not Exalted Angel, or they would not have tapped double white.
This is shock. Again, they keep tapping the double white. Alright, so let's draw our own...
A flyer!
With Harm's Way, that's also very powerful.
Because they block the Recluse, and then we zoop it.
So let's get down a flyer. Also, when it dies, we get a 1/1 flyer.
That's either going to go to the champion, the chief, or the vigilante. I think vigilante is the... Oh, it's when it attacks. That's right.
Yeah, it's on attack, and it'll bolster Seeker, basically. Or it'll bolster...
Yeah, like one of those. Any of the 3 toughies.
Dragonlord Dramoka's the one people actually play. This is like Dragonlord Dramoka has seen constructed play. I don't think this has seen constructed play.
Nah, it's a green-white card that like attacks a lot. It's good.
Because the other one's like opponents can't cast spells, massive life linkers, 7 toughness.
Yeah, the other one is stupid.
Yeah.
This one is merely good.
Paying costs for their final card or their morph. Silent Spectre shows up or something like that.
Photo Exterminator. Okay.
Okay. Let's...
So do they have an additional -2/-2? Because 2 damage won't do it.
Yeah, if you try to shock, I'm going to we got bad news. They're gonna offering or something. No.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Well, we do get a ton of flyers.
They die.
Yeah, okay.
We get a ton of flyers and all their reach goes away.
Yeah, okay. They probably going to put the 2/2s on the neck revolver though, so that's going to be a 3/3.
There'll be a 3/3 that we can Harm's Way or something. Like this is, yeah, like this is what's gonna happen.
Behold,
always
the
heal.
Dramoka probably forced their hand.
Yeah.
So they attack for 9. They might even attack with a neck. Okay, they attack with a neck revolver.
All right, I'm gonna kill the neck revolver with Harm's Way.
Like just
So, because they have nothing left in hand.
You'd have to block it if you want to kill it, though.
That's fine.
Alright. And a 1.
3. The next damage of your choice that will be dealt to you and/or permanents you control is dealt to any target. Stud. I always have to read it aloud. Because, yeah, okay, I wins the match.
Hey! Thanks, Abzan Ascendancy!
Yeah, Abzan Ascendancy won that game. Oh, let's, draw a monster card. Nice!
You're doing nothing! No, I would have triggered our... It would have done nothing. But, okay, that would have been...
That would have been the board stall creator.
Okay.
Alright, liking our deck?
I like our deck.
It has legs.
It does. Your Rolf, your Stod.
Yep.
And also Woo Kid.
Woo!
I think DJ Woo Kid was one of 50 Cent's friends. He was in 50 Cent Blood on the Sand. I've seen Kenny the Pig before.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
I think we've battled Kenny the Pig.
Yeah, I feel like over time we've gotten to know a large amount of the contenders, right? Like,
there's only so many people who play these things.
Right, this has 700 participants, you know, and like it's a large number, but it's not an infinite number. What is the flavor of the deck? I can hit view deck. It's the beatdown, which let me make it a little more apparent that we're the beatdown. There's the curve. It's the beatdown, and it's very warrior heavy. I really wanted to draw 10 cards.
I really also wanted to draw 10 cards.
I really wanted to lose 10 life and draw 10 cards. And
how many times do you get to do that?
Right?
Like it's a very, very edge case thing. Usually you're casting ad nauseum when you do that. You know,
right.
My friend just tweeted, "Time to see if Babe wants to watch Star Trek," and then things aren't looking good for old Neelix, which I think is generally the truth. This looks a little land heavy, but better than the last land heavy hand we had.
This is on the curve. This is on the edge, but the combination of Temple plus Vista actually means I'm okay with it.
The Scry and the Fetch kind of interfere with each other, but this is probably a hand that would be a greedy mulligan.
Yeah, it's close. It's close. Without the Temple and without the Fetch, if this were 5 basics, I'd chuck it.
And plus, this is all colors. It's got interaction. It's got a threat. Yeah, there was Damnable Pact, but if you're casting that for 10, what are you doing? That's probably above the Mendoza line.
I'm fine with it.
If you cast Damnable Pact for 10, it's 12 mana, and you're very likely to be doing it targeting your opponent. And now we fetch. We decided Mardu Reaper was above average.
The big thing reason I kept it is because we currently have a warrior liker, and it allows us to attack for 3.
And we might be able to double spell next turn if we draw something.
Yeah, I mean we have a lot of 2s. Double spell is a plan. Hopefully they're not holding like
Yuwa Shock.
Yeah, Yuwa Shock could be bad. They have there's like Twin Bolts, an existing card or whatnot. There's a number of like things. Hopefully they just grab like
tap duel.
Oh,
okay.
Interesting. They did that right off the bat too. Interesting. Is this Yuwa Shock? No, Thermo Alchemist.
Hey, we can double spell.
Oh man, you've turned into a robot on the.
Voice, am I still in the poll?
Yeah, you're very. I'm gonna restart the call quick. Alright, well, in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and, make the plays count.
Is it still there?
Now you're good.
Okay. I don't actually think it's my connection. I think it's like the audio driver. I'm gonna need eyes at some point.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this headset. It's a lot better than my old headset sound-wise, but then occasionally it does this. Oh,
So-
that was a soldier, but
Yeah,
it makes warriors.
Yeah, so this is a soldier that makes warriors. I realize that's funky, but I love that our opponent has Thermal Alchemist. That's
a pauper all-star.
yeah.
I see.
I want that more than I want Herald activation. Because the toughness matters a lot against blue-red.
Plus, we can keep the Assassin's Trophy open.
Yes. So the War Reaper's effect is like you can exile creatures from the yard, which is just like icing more than anything else.
Remember when I called this when I called this a Tarmogoyf?
Yeah.
And now it's just like a 2-mana 4/5. Like, okay.
And I'm beating in here because we're not outlasting and we're not doing much of anything, so might as well get our damage in. Are they gonna cast something, or are they just tapping because they know they're...
It's probably just they're javeling us.
5 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Damn.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
So we did not have a way of outlasting that, sadly.
Well, 2 mana in, 2 mana out.
Yep.
Now they just have to deal with our mobilization.
Right. We
squires.
We have a mobilization. Yep. We also have a clock going on. Damn. Big enough to kill the Tarmogoyf.
That may or may not be big enough just to kill.
Yeah.
We have a hard time just attacking into an 08.
Yeah. I think I'm okay actually, like, tapping out for Seeker plus Herald here.
That's fine. We can hold up. We can hold the Assassin's Trophy.
Yeah. Yield to that, please. What?
Whenever it enters the battlefield or another warrior does, you may exile
that's the
target
exile.
thing.
I thought that was its ability going off. I'm like,
I think it gains you life. Read it. It says if it gains us life, we might want to do it.
I'm not gonna do it because
Like we got Tombstalker.
Tombstalker exists. Like, gaining life is nice, and I might gain that 1 life at some point, but...
Does it actually gain the life, though?
Yeah, it gains a life if it exiles a creature.
Yeah.
That attack doesn't make any sense. Yes. Alright. Thanks, Chief of the Scale. You're a good friend here. I don't think they have a 3rd color.
Perhaps not. They didn't fetch for, well, they didn't fetch, but they was fetching with a Scalding Tarn.
Yeah, but that tells me maybe they're just super in on this.
Maybe they cast, like, Beacon Bolt and then crush us. Or not Beacon Bolt, but the miniature Prophetic Bolt that they just printed. Now, post-combating their Cyclops, because both their creatures have 0 power.
Yep, so here's a 4/4 to allow them to not die. To, you know... Ooh, that's long term. I think I'm just gonna keep heralding then.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Herald, leave up Assassin's Trophy, and that's our, like, long-term plan here.
Yeah, the other side of response is, that's not the intervention, is it?
The other side of response is, like,
Resurgence,
double
yeah.
combat, which is not, like,
Not like a spell-heavy thing.
I mean, it could be fine with Erratic Cyclops, so maybe there's a... Again, no, I don't want to exile that yet. If I draw the 6, like the you know, the extra land, or I actually get enough cards in the grave, then yes, I will do that. But
Yeah, well, once we play Tombstalker, we no longer care. But a 5/5 flyer would be pretty good.
yeah, I kind of want like that Cyclops to go into combat and then like catch it in combat, Assassin's Trophy the Cyclops.
There's 2 Cyclopses.
Look.
Okay.
Okay. Order it wrong.
Yeah, put the 1/1s ahead first.
Or maybe I want Woe Reaper on that, actually. Nah. Yeah, like this.
Just to make the trade.
Yeah.
Trade 1 for 1.
Because Seeker, I think, is a little more valuable.
Herald also just is kind of getting large.
Yeah, Herald's going to be able to attack as soon as we get rid of that other Cyclops. So we got 1 Cyclops in combat. Steam Vents, tapped. Paying costs for... Oh my god.
Kiln Fiend. I love Kiln Fiend.
Alright, I'm going to our turn, main phase, kill that Cyclops and get in with Seeker.
Yeah.
And the Swamp Draw, perfect. So get that Cyclops off the table. Because I want to attack.
Assault Strobe, Distortion Strike.
Yeah,
Die.
rip.
They play, what's the Temur Battle Rage?
So, will they fetch white?
Oh, let's find out.
No.
No.
Alright. Okay.
Do we want to attack with Herald if we're playing Bloodshed this turn?
Yeah, I think that's alright.
If they kill Fiend, they can trade if they have a spell. Behold.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
They have decided to thus.
Begin the sideboard. I'm almost thinking about that Graveblade Marauder because it plays real good defense against the creatures we've seen out of our opponent.
Yeah, I kind of like it. Yeah, I like it.
Like, because our opponent's pretty like, I have 1 creature and we have that creature do things, and that's
that's the Jeskai way. Whereas it's a random Death Toucher that might do some damage.
Yeah.
Might be okay. What do we take out?
Probably the Vigilante. I don't think we saw anything that cares about.
Goodbye, Vigilante.
Cuts a 3 for a 3. Ups our Wario count.
You obtained Wario.
Wario. So I feel like they're a deck. They're a deck that like really wants Jilt. You know, they're a deck that really wants cheap.
They want Jilt. They want Chemister's Insight. They want a Mulligan because this is an old-fashioned Mulligan. This is an old-fashioned keep.
Yeah, this one's fine. I probably even throw a land down bottom.
Yeah. Do we throw Swamp or Forest?
Forest.
Looks like they're also on the Mulligan.
Okay.
At least we've been fair on that, where
Yeah.
both of us have been on the mole. Add some tension. We might have to play Swamp next turn if they. Is there a conceivable 2-drop we would have to kill? The only one I can think of is like Dread Horde Alchemist, if that's in here. That could be a card you would have to kill, maybe.
Now, see, just playing the Doomfall to kill Thermo Alchemist sounds fine to me.
Yeah, and if they play another creature, we're probably fine with either of them dying, or we can. Ooh, Bloodwater Entity.
Flying Prowess.
It's a nice creature.
Yeah, I think I'm okay just Doomfalling them.
Then we can, if we draw a land, we can play some creature. If we want to play our creatures before we play the Ascendancy.
Yep.
They're gonna sack the Alchemist.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're unlikely to trade because of how valuable their creatures are.
Right, which makes our Assassin's Trophy actually way better in this matchup.
Mm-hmm.
So Bloodwater Entity is a pretty cool one. It, like, can sort of rebuy spells.
Yeah, it was one of the cool ones. It's one of the last hurrahs of prowess before it was killed.
Yep. Like, and I understand why Prowess died. I always am sad about it, but I understand why it died. Woe
You
Reaper.
want to attack and then maybe give your guy Death Touch and Lifelink to kill their guy?
That ain't bad.
Or is it too cute? We could also just Woe Reaper and Assassin's Trophy. We can decide if they decide to block. Prowess is one of the mechanics that went from set mechanic to evergreen to no longer a evergreen mechanic.
I want Willing. Right?
Yeah, willing.
Okay. So this also gets us...
the night for pleasure.
Yeah, I like killing their creatures a lot. Like, that's gonna be huge for us, because they're a deck that's going to live and die on... That scares me. I don't know what that is.
What are blue-red morphs?
Willbender... You can't Willbender Assassin's Trophy pretty well, but...
They would have to destroy another of their... Another one of their not... Another...
Yeah.
I guess we're just playing the Woe Reaps.
Yeah, gain a life.
Then we can attack.
Oh yeah, I mean, again, we're fine trading. And if, like, they flip it up and it's like, oh, here's some weird first strike nonsense, like, we have an answer. Cool. I'm completely willing to make trades at this moment. And if they flip it up and it's like,
Weapon Surge. That's probably enough.
Hey!
Ooh, Jeering Instigator.
Love that, buddy. Weapon Surge is a good card for that deck.
It's just like a good card. One of the better common tricks of that variety.
Pretty happy with our hand.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind drawing an untapped land.
I don't think we're drawing any. Yeah, let's...
Yeah.
Let's return to data.
Alright, we're off to a strong start.
Yeah, I like our opponent's deck there. I like the all-in on, like, a... So going so heavy on prowess, it's like a Kiln Fiend style.
Yeah, we've definitely walked the Jeskai way like that before. The old-fashioned deck with 7 creatures in it, that kind of thing.
Well, right. It's so they have Kiln Fiend and, like, Thermo Alchemist. Usually the Jeskai way is Bloodfire Efreet, you know? Like...
Yeah, Bloodfire Efreet. I mean, the old Goblin Slide deck had 1 Canyon Lurkers in it, which, by our logic, was just a Bloodfire Efreet that was pre-prowess.
Yep.
So, hey, we won a game with that thing, and by we, I mean you and Kaz, because I wasn't in that. I wasn't in that draft.
We're in that in spirit, you know it.
Yeah, it was 3 amigos.
That was powerful stuff. Oh, this is such an interesting cube. I really like it augmenting existing plans. Like, they have a lot of these new warrior synergy cards. They have a lot of more prowess things. You know, there's extra raid stuff. There's more power, just higher power level.
Yeah. This is the kind of cube that I like the most, because we love Vintage Cube.
Yeah.
I personally find Vintage Cube to have gotten a little repetitive, though, because, like, generally the same kind of plans are used.
I think that's less I'm not going to call that an indictment of Vintage Cube, because we've played it like 9 times, you know?
Yeah, we've played it we played it a lot. Like, it and Legacy Cube combined, we've played more than anything else. But
I don't think so. I would love this if it actually had a white source.
Draw?
We are on the draw.
guess could be a greedy keep, but it's a reasonable mull.
Again,
4 lands is a lot.
London Mulligan. Yeah.
Vigilante or Skull Hunter to the bottom.
Yeah, let's keep this, though. Probably Skull Hunter. Because I'm going to be playing Chief instead of...
Yeah, I think we're going to be leading with Temple, though, so it's hard to say.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we could... One of those two to the bottom.
I'll go with Vigilante, because in the abstract, that one's actually the less... Like, we don't know what our opponent is. Now, I want to draw a second untapped land here, so I don't have to Temple. I want to draw Swamp.
Oh, yeah, we might have Coast. Oh, well. We might play that first anyways, though. We lead with Champion, then play Chief.
Yeah. Well, I would want that Pelt Collector down as quick as possible. Sultai Emissary.
Yeah. Caves of Koilos plus Yavimaya Coast. This is what we call 5-color. Swamp. Okay.
That's perfect. So next turn I play Pelt Collector Chief.
Yeah. We lose a counter on the Pelt Collector, but gain 1 on the Decorated Champion.
Yeah. And like get better mana efficiency is the kind of power. Oh boy, our opponent's got some stuff.
Opponent could be playing just the best cards of their colors. They could also be taking lots of damage.
Are there 3-color lands in this format? There are the 3-color, like, you know...
Yeah, there's the Wedgelands.
Wedges, and then there's also, oh boy. Sack that swamp for a mountain, please. Yeah, Frontier, Bivouac, and all that jazz. There's also... We have the 5-color. We have the 5-color land.
I want a mountain, definitely, but I also want an island.
Okay, I want to Skull Hunt this opponent. Yes!
Okay.
Yes!
So we play Pelt Collector, attack, and then play Skull Hunter.
Yes. Or we play that Chief, because a little bit more toughness never hurt anybody.
Yeah, we could Skull Hunt them. If we don't Skull Hunt them now, it's going to be a bit.
Yeah, let's
let that Horde Chef down too.
Yeah, let's get that Skull Hunter down then. So here's our immediate, like, we get to attack for 3. They probably manifest the...
Yeah, they almost certainly block here. Unless they have some sacrifice. Either of their bodies are due to be sacrificed, though. Okay, maybe not.
Alright, and then let's hunt some skulls. And make them discard 1. Let's see if we can learn a little bit more. Trigger. And then F6.
Guild Globe.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I am scared. What do they have, you know? Like,
what if they have a mess? Like, that's my until proven otherwise. I'm going to presume they have a mess.
Pink.
They shocked.
They shocked. That means 5 coming down is like a Dargon.
A Hellkite. Okay, they didn't. Okay, they did riot it, so they're going to be able to pick apart some of our guys.
However, I can just play the Chief of the Scale.
We can attack.
Yeah, we can attack, and then if they trade their Hellkite for a 2-drop, I feel like we've gotten the better end of that deal.
Mm-hmm. Let me get a scry.
Yes.
To the bottom, please.
Get in.
Oh, they can't. No, they can't even block. Look, they have to double block if they want to trade.
They have to double block if they want to trade. So this is where Sultai Emissary is doing its job. So this thing has 4 mana cast fire.
Mm-hmm. 4 mana fire.
But like the only thing that kills is our Skull Hunter right now. So
it can also harm us though.
It can. We have Problem is, like, they're under pressure, you know?
And we got Tarmogoyf here.
Yeah, we got our 5/6 Tarmogoyf, which is going to continue to grow every turn.
What if they destroy it, and draw 3 cards, and lose 3 life?
That would be pretty powerful.
I want that manifest to
Oh my
attack.
god.
Oh.
Alright, so here's some power.
That'll trigger our. It should trigger our pelt. Nope.
No,
because it entered the battlefield at the same time, it didn't trigger the pelt collector. Behold.
Hello. You can block with Hellkite and activate.
Or block with it in the manifest. Or they can flip up gigantic.
There's no way.
Solar.
There's no way. That's a manifest. I believe that's swamp every time.
It's probably swamp. Or like harm's way.
Flips up into a Death Toucher. What in the hell?
Deathwind.
Deathwind.
To trade.
Sure.
Okay, so we still get our 2 for 1. It was Prophetic Prism.
Our opponent has, like, a beautiful amount of fixing going on.
Yeah, I don't like the Guild Globe that much, but Prophetic Prism, I maintain, is one of the most perfect cards designed for draft ever conceived.
Yeah, Prophetic Prism's very good. So, our opponent's mana base is still just incredible.
Oh no!
Shit!
Have they played a land this turn yet? They could play that swamp because of their.
Okay.
Their. Yep. Oh, they're Bloodstained Mire.
Please keep taking damage.
So we're going to have some troubles attacking here soon.
Yeah, and we need to draw live cards pretty quick.
I think we play the Plains.
I think I'm just gonna ship it.
Yeah, ship.
So, I feel like they've gotten a bit of a hold on the game, and we're going to see this game very quickly escape us.
Yeah, because they're going to get to play a land, play Guild Globe, play
Sultai
Emissary. So you're going to get to draw 3 cards next turn.
Yeah, and then they get to do that. Like, Guild Globe, they can do every turn. Muldrotha says, during each of your turns, you can cast 1 permanent of each type from your grave.
Yep, it's the value machine.
Yeah, this is quite strong. What? I love the hell out of our opponent for going, like, hyper 5-color. Like, this is
definitely an unexplored path.
Right. So there's that Emissary.
The Emissary is pretty good for him because it will repeatedly put different kinds of card types in their graveyard when the manifest dies.
Shit, yeah, and then they're recurable pretty easily. So the question is, how are we getting through? What's our like exit strategy?
We have our Super Touch. We have Abzan Ascendancy. We have removal spells.
Okay, Abzan Ascendancy, I think, is my favorite out of the ones we've listed. Okay, attacking with the flyer, good to see.
Yeah, they're going to be attacking, and they're probably going to activate and kill our Skull Toucher at some point.
I would assume they're going to do that before I go to combat, but I'm just going to, like, all out on my turn. I don't think there's any... Oh, nice. I guess I play that pre-combat so the Pelt Collector goes up.
Yeah, then they might, in response... They're going to block our Chief of the Scale if we attack with it.
So maybe I would just wait here, I don't attack, because now that I drew an actual, like, quite live card, I can crack back, you know?
Yeah.
So...
Because what does an all-out attack look like? They block Chief of the Scale, and then post-combat kill our Chief of the Edge?
Yeah, I don't like that the more we look at it. They're gonna have double activation next turn, which is a bit of a pain. One of the other things is I can't, like, kill that dragon.
Yeah, not with Muldrotha in play.
Yeah, Muldrotha needs to go before that can happen. So the obvious play, and there goes our skulls.
So we kind of need to draw our Super Touch. like our entwine trick, because that
Entwine
would
Trick would be very good because it untaps and it gives us a lot of life and death touch. That'd be a good draw. I'd be fine with like, oh boy, what is? Oh, Guild Globe from the grave, sure.
it would also make their attacks, I mean, not their blocks, really bad.
What other top decks do we want to see? Kill their flyer is something that. Wow.
I think I think more important than killing their flyer, we have to kill Muldrotha, because with Muldrotha in play, they'll just replay Skargan
Yeah,
Hellkite.
it'll just keep coming back. I realize.
And if they needed to have haste at some point, they can haste it out. So
Let's
we
check
can
their hand.
exile their Sultai emissary, but we can also like check their hand.
Yeah, let's check their hand. Hold on. Yeah. So yeah, let's get a little bit more information.
I'm kind of liking.
Okay.
I kind of don't hate Gigapede against. Okay, and their last thing's Wooded Foothills. Okay, they picked lands very highly. Gigapede could be a sideboard against this plan.
The problem is a lot of these these like things that like Sultai Emissary makes Gigapede look like a chump. Alright, I think we have one turn before this game is over, like locked down over. It's already pretty close though.
Yeah.
Like this is shock us. Okay. They really have this land base down. So noticing that they have, yeah, they have like everything. You know, Mardu Charm, Muldrotha is all 5 colors.
Their Muldrotha package is really good.
Yeah.
Like sometimes Muldrotha can be hard to make super great.
Well, all these prism like effects, especially the globe, is a pretty good one for recurring.
Yeah, just like repeated ways.
So 3 in hand. We are looking for. Yep. Play the Mire. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So that one is a pretty simple. Oh boy. All right. So what do we want here?
Is Graveblade anything?
I don't think so.
Just like a large creature. Maybe this is the kind of thing we would want animation module for.
Yeah, I
What's
feel
that
like
the Zealot do?
the Zealot redirects damage to another creature.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think we just need like a better aggressive start. Like our opponent, so our opponent is liable to fall on their ass and die.
Yeah.
And
If
like
we don't give them time,
we had a very good aggressive start with the champion in the lineup like that, but it ended up
we
getting.
lost. Yeah, like we just lost to Muldrotha essentially. Like once that card, they were able to outvalue us. So we can
Yeah.
just ship it back, have some timely removal.
Yeah, let's roll it back, see if we can get the aggression going. Play first, yes.
Huh.
There's a land off keeping, but that's not keepable. So sure.
I like this full enough.
Parting thoughts might be fine here.
Yeah.
What am I putting down? Maybe God, that might be parting thoughts, or maybe Skull Hunter even. I don't know. The combo of Skull Eater Doomfall's nice.
Yeah, it could be Swamp.
That seems real greedy.
We'd be fetching Swamp or Plains. Like fetch whatever one we end up needing.
We're keeping. That's at least a.
Yeah.
So
Skull Hunter doesn't do anything without the warrior, decorated champion. The removal spell is not needed yet.
let me get rid of Doomfall.
Yeah,
It'll get shuffled back in immediately, so.
yeah, we'll just Vista for like forest or whatever.
I don't like the risk of getting rid of the planes.
Yeah, this is all cost benefit analysis at its basics.
Opponent on the mulligan as well, so.
That'll make our Skull Hunter better.
Yeah. Sadly, it would also make our... Okay, Pellet Collector, sure. It didn't seem like a deck that had a lot of ways to...
Could be a juicy target for Parting Thoughts.
Ooh, yeah. Draw 3? Like... Okay, this looks familiar.
Yeah, the Yav Coast into Caves start.
Shit! I don't like that at all.
I don't like it really either. You could just kill the... No, okay.
Okay, I'll attack to offer the trade on Rattle Claw.
Yeah, because that's fixing, which means they're probably unlikely to do so. Or we can just draw a better warrior to play. Up your nose with the rubber hose.
Yeah, because if they trade with Rattle Claw Mystic, like, that gets their ramp out of the way, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and then we can eat their parts of their hands. If they play anything that can proc the Pelt Collector, like, I'm fine drawing a tidy 2 cards next turn.
Oh yeah, I would just take that. So we get...
The Guild Globe.
Sure,
Okay.
that's the one they want to recur as much as possible, so...
Did it slow down their mana quite a bit, though? Because they got a tap land here.
Okay.
Does not seem like they're going to grow their brew.
No, do we take the 1? No, we take that.
Yeah, if we have a play... That reach would have been really nice last game.
Yes.
Trained Armadon.
Okay. Yep.
Oh no!
Well,
Well, that's fine.
it's annoying.
Hey!
That's beautiful.
Guess what? We're attacking this turn. You should trade with Skull Hunter.
I'm happy we're seeing some of the cards we haven't played at all.
Yeah,
Fanatic and the Spoils, like...
You may use this ability. And then we attack for Mondo next turn?
Yeah, next turn we attack for 6 and tap their blocker.
Yeah, Mondo, cool.
Yes. Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Like I said, tap their blocker.
And crush them!
Nice, that's also drain. It's a lot of drain.
Ah. Brain of Drain.
Okay.
Can also attack for huge here. They might just block and gain the life.
No, they can't.
Oh, right, yeah, because we're going to crush them.
We eat.
Meat and eggs! Oh!
We're huge!
Oh,
See,
no,
this is the
not-
crushing I was talking about.
Yeah, and it's not just, it's Orcish Oriflame, it's not just warriors you control. Wow!
Holy shit.
The fools have done it indeed.
Yeah,
Now that's the creature getting tapped.
yeah, I can tell you which of these get tapped real quick. I also get to attack with Elite Scale Guard because I can't afford to block.
Yeah, because they're forced to chump the Blood Chin.
Like, there is a timing window that... Wait a
I don't
minute,
even play
wait a minute,
Dromoka this turn.
wait a minute.
Yeah, can we just kill them?
Wait a minute.
And then we attack. They're forced to take it, and then we can throw the Thresher Brute at them and crush them. We could even draw a card and lose a life. No, that we can't, because we're not hitting with a warrior. They have to do that. Oh, they gain 4 life from this.
Yeah, but they die because I do it with it on the stack.
Ah, right, yeah.
Oh, I
Okay,
hit
okay.
reveal hand. I'm so sorry. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
I'm leaving.
I'm leaving. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry.
We didn't mean it.
I'm
We
sorry.
didn't mean it. Watch the VOD, you'll see we didn't mean
I'm
it.
sorry. I'm like, I'm not gonna still head all D's with Dromoka. You already know that card. Fuck.
Okay. Ignoring that, any changes to make?
Name 2 Go Vigilante could come out, and maybe a more effective aggressive. Maybe this is the like, world for Yasova.
Just a 4/2?
Just aggression, like the beatdown as quick as possible, right?
I could see that. Vigilante can destroy their prismatic prism.
It can.
So that's probably a fair trade. Or Graveblade.
Yeah, I don't like Graveblade as much because it's not the aggressor, and I want to be the one punching them in the face.
Get them.
All right, I'm glad we saw like a different side of the deck. That's sweet.
Yeah. The one where they played a 1-drop.
Perfect.
This is a fine hand.
Yeah, the Vista.
Yeah,
The
we don't have to
Vista
crack
helps it.
Yet.
So if they play Pelt Collector,
We can Harm's Way it
yeah,
to
I can
death.
play Plains, and then yeah, Harm's Way it to death. Okay.
Alright.
Hopefully they play Rattleclaw Mystic pre-combat.
They should, because it would grow their boy. But it looks like we're just going to...
That's fine, I'm just gonna kill it then.
We're just going to swords with upside.
Dealt to any target instead.
Yeah, we just like click it twice and that should work.
Yeah, I just like I always have to like triple check where you're targeting, who you're preventing.
Remember when I did that with Aurelia's Fireball?
Yeah.
But it didn't matter. That was the perfect advantage of everything. This might be a circumstance where we don't play. We probably play Chief next turn and then Horde Chef afterwards. Depends on...
If I can attack with the champion freely, I will attack and play Horde Chef. If I cannot attack with the champion freely, all right, I can attack with the champion freely. So let's get the Horde Chef, because then we can play Chief follow-up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is full fixing for them. They get 5 colors.
Indeed. Oh, they didn't choose blue, though.
Maybe they don't have Island.
That'll be a good turn with the Chief.
Yeah, we just play next turn with the Chief, or we do it now with the Chief.
We do it if you do it now with the Chief of the Edge, it'll be the most growth on Pelt Collector and the most immediate damage.
Then maybe a Doomfall next turn?
That could be reasonable. They are likely to chump if we produce like a 4/4 or a 5/5.
Well, the thing here is that if I Horde Chef, that means I'm getting the most pump on my champion.
Oh, wait, well, if we go Pelt Collector, then Chief of the Edge, like now.
That attacks for 5.
And it pumps the Pelt Collector.
Okay, that actually gets pretty good. Maybe I chump that.
Yeah.
All right,
It means that It means our Horde Chef won't pump the Pelt Collector, though.
No, but it'll pump the champion.
Yeah. We'll just have to deal with a 1-mana 3/3 and a Tarmogoyf.
Inverted Tarmogoyf, even. Alright. Coming in.
Yeah, we produced 8 power right there.
Yeah. They're gonna...
Morph. Siege Rhino!
Holy shit.
Sadly, they didn't jump. But our Tarmogoyf can still attack.
If we want it to. I kind of want to Doomfall their hand. What is that?
That seems reasonable. A Flame
Wow,
Slash.
alright. But,
Oh-ho!
Belt Collector will take on the mantle of Tarmogoyf. Alright, I want to Doomfall my opponent right now. Like...
Get one of their 2 cards. Hopefully
Yeah.
next turn we can play Elite Scale Guard.
I want to snipe something strong here.
Hey,
A Wrath of
Finality
God.
seems yeah, that seems pretty strong. And they're out of cards.
Yeah, out of cards, and Fine Finality pumping Siege Rhino, wiping my board would have been...
I mean, I know we've definitely cast Dune Blast targeting Siege Rhino before.
Yeah.
That'd be very similar.
So 5th land lets us attack because we just tap the Siege Rhino.
Yeah, but you put counters on the Chef and then attack with both, tap their guys, crush them. Time for the killing!
Tap your Siege Rhino, tap your Springloom Druid. Coming in hot.
7.
6.
Fetch the 6.
Fetching blue? No. They still...
Second Foundry.
Still don't have the
no
blue.
source. Yeah. They had Yavi Maya Coast is the only blue source I remember before.
Oh,
Grizzly
boy.
Salvage. That's a good card with Muldrotha. Creature or land. They get Whisperer.
Or Crater.
Or Crater. Remember Crater, how stupid that card was?
Hey!
The winners!
Alright. This one's been going well. We've been getting these little friendly trophies.
You
We've
got,
been getting
you got a QP.
QP.
You got a chest.
Let's go ahead and
You
open.
could sell for tickets, or
I keep opening them because, come on, I don't sell.
fun.
Let's go ahead and open a chest.
Open one of these. Are
Yeah.
you sure you wish to open one of these? For Elvish Clan Caller. That was a card people briefly tried to play before.
Yep, and 20. So these chests feel like the Pokemon TCG chests because they come with like a minuscule amount of gold and a random card.
That's something I miss on Maga, is that whenever you open a pack on Maga, it just explodes. It doesn't make the crinkle noise nor open on the top in an impossible way.
Right. Sadly,
that was good though.
Yeah, sadly it doesn't have open pack.wave, so some things you give and take, but...
Yeah, but we have our own open packs.wave somewhere.
Yeah, it literally just sits on my desktop along with birdnoise.wave.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was good.
I think we had a good run. I'm glad we got one more of these in before its disappearance. I'm sure we'll be doing some more of the different cubes that come around. I liked this one a lot.
Yeah, because this was a beloved format. Here's another question: what other beloved formats could get the same? What would you spotlight?
Okay, Cons.
I know my answer.
Cons is a really, really good choice because it was like a good limited format that like really had a lot of different plans that are known and easy to like understand. It's like, oh yes, prowess. Like, I'd love to see Theros that doesn't suck with the secondary and third sets.
Okay, so we pick up other like monsters and heroic cards. Probably some Simic guys in there.
You'd like an Onslaught cube block. That's what we just played, though, you crazy fuck.
Yeah, we just kind of did that.
With all
I
the
would
dwarfs.
pick Shadowmoor.
That's an
Cube.
interesting one.
Because they've added a lot more hybrid mana guys since the last time we were in Shadowmoor. And, like, what would be, like, a really good hybrid mana card they've printed since then for...
Freaking Reckoner hanging out in there or whatnot.
Yeah, Boros Reckoner. You could do, like, Grey Merchant of Asphodel.
Ooh,
Yeah!
that gets dangerous real quick.
Hogak! Yeah! Hogak!
Yes.
Plus,
Yeah.
it would just be another opportunity to play Steel of the Godhead.
Yeah, I think there's a couple formats that could benefit from it. Shards would be another one that I think plays really easily into what it, like, you know, artifact theme. Well, we can add more cards to make Esper stronger. You know, we can have the graveyard theme in Grixis stronger. We can have the we can make Jund have a theme instead of good cards.
Oh, the B Team Cube? That would be cards where all the Thrun playable cards go.
The infinite 4-drops in green and red show up here.
That's like, I guess I'll first pick Thrun the Last Troll, I guess.
So yeah, this is fun. I'm glad we got to give cons another, like, you know, a run through. We had a nice, like, gauntlet of opponents. I'm glad we had the Greed Lord as final opponent because that's a fitting end.
Yeah, the fitting. Is there a magic card called Fitting End? There should be. No, searching it's led to a scheme called Realms Befitting My Majesty.
Scheme.
The scheme.
All
on
right.
That bombshell.
Anyway, thank you all for joining. Thank you, Gnome, for joining on this one.
I'm Gnomebitten.
If you want to catch more of this, you can always follow, see when I'm going live. It's generally midweek weekdays and on weekends, so Tuesday through Thursday, and usually on the weekend you can see me doing cards and other stuff. If you want to support the stream, you can always subscribe, get a cool skull. You can get the slime cube. So it's
the slime.
Pretty good. Anyway, thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.
Slime.
Slime.